Hey, I'm Cole, I'm also known as the Sting 12 online, and I own or run, I guess, technically, because it's not really like a company or anything, but I own the Paragon channel. Um, so this is Hyde. This is a superhero session, kind of like in the same vein of Marvel or DC, but it's like I wouldn't say it's D&D. It basically is D&D, but it basically isn't at the same time. Um, but this is kind of my take on D&D in general. But this is the first session. This is a solo session. We start out with a solo session because the basic plot is that there's a bunch of characters going to college, but this takes place before with the only person who lives in Chicago prior, which is where the college they go takes place. It all makes sense. And I'll drop a short like lore video alongside this, but this is the first solo session. It's called the prologue. It's the prologue. It's the city, um, and it follows one of the characters, Edward. So I recorded it just because I want to have all these documented. I ran a Red Dead session before this, and I wanted to I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try this, so I'm really excited to actually do this. This is actually post edit me now, but okay, I got to explain some things. So I'm also gonna drop a hide origin thing if you don't understand everything, kind of compiling some stuff you need to know beforehand. But for the people watching, this session is super janky. It's just a black screen. I'm gonna change that in the future, but for now it's just gonna be like a black screen. There might be an image over top or something. Um, I'll be releasing a little bit, doing it a little bit differently in the future. But for now, I'm just going black screen with this one because I don't know how to do some things. And this session is really janky. So here's a few things I can think of off the top of my head. I'm not a voice actor. I can't do voices well. I forget how to do some of the voices sometimes or what voices I gave people, so I mix it up. Second thing, it's the music bot that we were using stopped working midway through for some of our songs, so we had to switch. The music is super duper quiet because for me, I was trying to think, so I turned it down. I forgot obviously because it's not just like yeah. I was like okay, you guys can hear fine. I didn't even think of that. So in the future I'm changing that. You can't see any of the roles. You don't know what any of the characters look like. There's a lot of jank to this, and my dad's aunt died during the session, so that too. There was just like a whole bunch of jank in the session, but it's just a first session. I'm gonna get everything sorted out in the future, but for now, we can go back to post me because I'm about to say goodbye. Bye. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Enjoy the session. So we slowly enter a black void like place. You, Edward, you see nothing but blackness. And slowly, it drains and fizzles out. And you're in a chair, alone in this black and white world. You're in some sort of room, other chairs, there's posts, there's lines, there's places where people once stood, there's machines, but throughout this world, there's lifted pieces of flooring. They almost look like scribbles on a page, and cracks that lead to vast, black, inky pits of space. You recognize this place, though. This is the bank, and you're in the chair.
What am I doing back here?
You look around. You look towards the exit. The exit looks scribbly. Looks like it starts to bend and twist until it doesn't really look like there's an exit. Just more empty space, an inky abyss. You wait for a few minutes, and you notice, as you're looking around, there seems to be somebody rolled up in a ball on the floor in the middle of the bank. And you're still sitting there. Would you like to approach her?
Yeah.
You slowly rise from the chair. When you take a step on the ground, your first real step out of the chair, the ground cracks slowly. Pieces of rock and rubble lifting up as they get scribbled out of existence. Would you like to keep going forward?
Yep.
You slowly, maybe a little shakily, little fear in each step, take one step closer to what looks like a girl laying on the ground. Each step leaving a little crack. You hear something behind you. Do you want to look?
What do I hear?
A crack, a creak, a noise, a slither. You hear lots of things.
No, I can't look.
You keep pressing forward. Close your eyes for a second, and in the blink of an eye, you open up, and everywhere where there should be blood, there's now dripping ink. And you hear slithering, monstrous noises with every step. You're right in front of her. You take one last step, you hear a gunshot. It whips by you, but there's no bullet. Ink begins to dispel from the girl. Do you want to pick her up?
Yep.
You reach your hands down and you place them into the ink as you pick up this lifeless body. And the second your fingers touch her, boom! You're greeted with the monstrous face of a beast made of pure shadow, pure hate, pure malice, pure blackness. And then, just like that, you wake up.
It was a dream.
Takes you a second to come to terms with reality. Your sheets are sweaty. You look around. You're back in your room. You can
I'm
feel
just gonna
the
look at my
fabric.
hands. I'm just gonna look at my hands.
You look down at your hands. You don't feel that thick coated ink anymore. You just feel your skin. And you're home. You look around to see your One Piece posters, your Star Wars figures, your Star Wars posters, your laptop. You even see your clothes from the night before on the ground when you went out superheroing. You're home. Would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly get out of bed, walk to my little notepad on my desk, just write down that it happened again.
You notice something. You have a pretty strict morning routine, and what sets off today as different is, rather than it being dark like it usually is at 5 a.m. when you get up, it is very light outside. Very not, how do I say this? Very not 5 a.m. looking.
As I finish like just jotting that down, I just look up at the window. Wait. I grab my phone off my desk, look at the time. What time is it?
10. It is 8:10, and there's a little calendar notification to take Lucy into the city at 8.
I just grab whatever I can, put it on, and run out the door.
So,
Lucy!
your room is on the second floor. You bust out and you hear commotion downstairs. Just regular, dishwasher noises. You hear the sink running. You hear the pan sizzling. It's a rare day where actually everyone's at home. Your dad, he works a lot, but he's home. Your mom's home. She's not working today. As Edwards come to know, some doctors run on a schedule in which they work for a specific amount of weeks and then they have a week off. So everybody's home for once. And you make your way downstairs. You pass by family portraits. A very, very nice house. Beautiful white interior. Beautiful marble countertops. You clearly live a very, very nice life. You make your way downstairs, where you come to the sight of your mother frantically cleaning dishes, and you see your sister with her phone out trying to set a plate of like an omelet and make it look really nice. She's got her phone over it. She's trying to like get the right angle. She's hovering it, holding it in the light. She's just trying to get the right angle for the food. And the TV is playing. You have a nice lookout from the kitchen to the living room, and the news is playing.
Lucy, what are you doing? We have to get out. We have to get out of here. I have to take you to the city, right?
Yeah, we were gonna go for you though. It's your last day. It's your last day before move out day. And but hold up, I'm trying to get a picture of this. Okay, can you give me a second? And she's like, goes back to trying to take a picture, and the thought comes back to you. Oh crap! You were out late, superheroing, conditioning. You forgot today is the day before move out day. Your last day of summer.
I think I'm just gonna pull out a chair.
Sit down.
And just like, Lucy, just move a little higher.
Lucy keeps doing stuff. The news is blabbering off in the background. Something about how, and you're about to listen to what they're saying, and your mom comes over. Edward, what did I tell you about being responsible? Come on. These past few weeks, you've been out of it. You need to be up. You need to keep following your routine, or you will fall off in college. And she hands you a bowl of cereal and a piece of little slice of toast and bacon. So now eat up, and you need to take Lucy to the city. You guys should have one last good day before you're gone for a while.
Just a little nod.
Mm-hmm. You have a little bar top near the kitchen and the sink. Would you like to move from the table so you can get a better look at the TV, better listen into the news, or anything? Or would you like to just stay there?
Yeah, I'll slowly make my way to the TV, to like the bar area.
As you move to the bar area, your mom goes, "You're not eating upstairs again alone, are you?"
No.
Okay, well, sit down at the bar area, please, and have a conversation with us while Lucy and you finish your food.
Mm-hmm.
So, you sit down, and it's relatively, mumbled, awkward kind of talk. Like your mom kind of asks you if you're excited about college, and
I was just replying mainly with gestures.
Yeah, kind of like a little shake. I mean, nothing too crazy or eventful. It's pretty pretty awkward, honestly. But while you're listening, you hear on the TV, and now live from Madison Park, we have John Goodman on the case. John, what did you see today? Hello, by the way, Jane. Beautiful. You look beautiful today. Anyway, here in Madison Park, Seattle, we just witnessed Moonhawk and Bronzewing take down the Goobalicious Goobers, who were harnessing the environmental ecosystem to fuel their plant-based attack on Seattle. truly interesting names with a truly interesting plan. You kind of are taken aback by the fact that supervillains that are named the Goobalicious Goobers.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, while you're listening...
Little choke on toast. Little choke on toast there.
Yeah. Surprisingly, too, you look back and you see these people tied up in a hawk-styled rope hanging under a tree. And these people were surprisingly competent, as the news makes them out to be, like surprisingly threatening, which kind of takes you aback for such goofily named people who are wearing bright green spandex. He let out a little chuckle. Lucy, who's eating her omelet, actually takes notice of it, and she opens her phone and starts writing something down. And after a while, you finish your breakfast. And, your mom's like, yeah, you really should get going soon, though. It's about 8:30ish now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you live in, your mom's like, it's gonna take you, she starts like counting on her fingers and thinking, 39 minutes with traffic, give or take, to get from Naperville to Chicago. You live in Naperville, which is one of the higher end higher end neighborhoods near Chicago. And she's like, you should go get the keys from your dad. He had to move your car, so you don't have them on you.
Ugh, all right.
Your dad is in the upstairs. He has his own study upstairs. Your mom has a study downstairs. He has a study upstairs. It's like, you live in a like a 5 bedroom house with one study. So it's a much bigger house, but the extra rooms, which you don't know if your parents were maybe planning on having more kids at one point, but the extra rooms have been converted to studies for your parents, and your dad mainly, who has a glorious study. You can go retrieve your keys.
All right. Just gonna head upstairs to knock on the door before entering.
If you walk by the family portraits again, you walk by all these kind of exquisite things, and you knock on your dad's study door. You hear him say, "Come in."
Just slowly open the door.
When you open the door, and you're greeted to this beautiful green room filled with bookcases, bookshelves. You see Star Wars models. You see other sort of nerdy stuff, like a Spider-Man, like a vintage Spider-Man comic on the wall. You see his diploma, his graduate stuff, his picture of him in the ER. You see a picture of his friends and ER buddies. You see pictures of awards he's gotten and recognition he's gotten. And of course you see David, the skeleton that you're still not sure, after your 18 years of being alive, if it's a real skeleton or not. And your dad's desk faces the door. It's like a very straight room, and he's got like 2 monitors, so his face is kind of hidden behind the monitors. He's clearly slouching again, which is something he does while he is intensely researching.
With my hands in my pockets, I'm just gonna be like, slouch is not good for your back.
Oh, Ed, hey, Ed. And he kind of stands up, and he stands up from his chair, and he turns his monitor around as he's kind of avoiding the desk. He's very tall, so he like hunches over and he grabs it. And he's like, I know, your mother gives me crap for that all the time. And he's like, check this out. And he's on this website, and he's like, he pulls you closer, and he's like, now I've been researching for my book, my book. And it's like, I was just researching around, and like, check this out. So GenMap is working on a cure for diseases by using hexabodies. to form these complex hexameters to target and eliminate compromised cells. It's super interesting. I think you'd really love it. I can send you the article later if you want it.
Okay.
All right, nice. Good to see you. Got to keep your mind sharp, everything coming up or not. What do you need? And he kind of he twists his monitor back around, and it's now kind of like at a slant. It's kind of like moved.
Keys.
Oh, wait. Oh, your keys. Yeah, and he pulls it out of the desk and he tosses it to you. And it's not a very good toss. Your dad is not really athletic, and he's clearly not really focused on the keys. And roll to try to catch them. We'll see if you can. We'll see if you can catch them.
Again.
I'll roll for the keys. I'll roll for your dad. We'll see how good of a roll he does. He throws the keys, and you have to do a good bit of movement, but you are able to grab them, and you're able to catch them. Nice. And he goes, nice catch. It's clear that he knows it, but he's way just more enveloped in his research. He's like, anyway, get back here. 8 and 3. Get back here before 3. We need to start packing up your room and stuff. So, I'll see you later, though. Love you, Edward.
Walks out closes the door behind him.
You don't have to say it back. And you keep going downstairs. And you have the keys, and Lucy is now on the couch with your mom as they're watching. They're watching something that Lucy's plugged in. It looks like just they're at the bar and they're looking at something on Lucy's laptop, some article or something.
I'll take a quick peek from behind.
All right, you kind of slowly sneak up, and they both notice you, and they don't really acknowledge it. It's just some fashion kind of thing, the latest fashion trends, explaining why they're trendy, whatnot. Nothing that really, you've never been a super fashionable person. You kind of have this flashback to this time where you wear this, I don't know, like red sort of suit, and it had like a bare chest on it. Maybe looked a little bit like an emo in the WAF SMP server. Yeah. That one. Like Edward kind of thinks back to when he had like this black jacket and this red kind of like shiny suit on. Fashion's never been your forte.
I just give Lucy a little nudge. It's like, then tell my head like we gotta go.
She stands up and she's like, bye. And your mom says, okay, bye guys, be safe, love you. And Lucy says, love you back.
Close his door.
And you walk out. And you get into your car. A beautiful, white, pristine Honda Civic. Okay. Anyway, you get in the car, and Lucy turns the music to this. And she turns on Spirit in the Sky. Good old music from the... Man, I don't really know. And clearly neither does Lucy. Probably heard this on TikTok one time or in a Marvel movie. And you guys hit the road. Takes you a little bit, pass through the rich suburbs, the nice houses, your beautiful neighborhood. People wave at you as they're walking down the sidewalk, and you slowly...
I just put like holding the wheel. I just put like the 4 fingers on while still holding with the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a casual like
yeah.
little gesture.
You just drive casual, and you get into the city. Beautiful, the sun gleaming off the buildings, beautiful blue sky, the clouds dotted around like perfect white pillows. And you already know where Lucy wants to go. You know she wants to go shopping. And best place for shopping is Michigan Avenue. So you start driving towards Michigan Avenue. You look around. It's busy traffic, but the music helps you get through it. Looking around at the shining sky, beautiful buildings. Again, the gleams off the glass, people walking around. You realize that in just one day, this is going to be your domain. You're going to be roaming around the city, living on your own, basically, minus the 5 other roommates, but on your own, basically.
I'm just like keeping a side eye for like just interesting places, like places that would be easy to move around a lot.
Yeah.
For just like patrolling.
You're looking around. You see little nooks, avenues. It's a pretty dense city, but Chicago, surprisingly, in the area is rather clean for the city with the highest crime rate. Looks pretty good. And you roll in, and you find a little parking spot in some parking garage, and you get out of the car with Lucy. She's like, oh my gosh, you took me to Michigan Avenue? That's exactly where I wanted to go.
Yeah, I knew it.
Classic This is going to be classic AHU kind of feeling. Regular old busy city sound effects. But you might have to turn the volume up a little bit on it. It's literally just somebody walked around and recorded city sound effects, I guess. But Edward, you and Lucy start walking around, looking at the shops. H&M's there. A Lego store is there.
Just pause. Just takes a pause real quick. Just looked at the Lego store and continues walking.
Any buildings you're looking out for in particular? Lucy doesn't really say anything. She's kind of just following you, kind of wondering, hoping that maybe you'll take an interest in something for once on the shopping district. Usually you guys just go into whatever store she wants to go into, but she's kind of letting you lead this time.
Okay. What were some other stores that Lucy liked?
She likes Nordstrom, stuff like that. Good old shopping centers, place where she can buy clothes. You know, she's pretty into fashion.
Let's go for one of the shops that Lucy likes.
So you start walking, and Lucy's like, "Oh, where are we going, Edward?"
There. Point to whatever.
You point at. We'll just say you point at, I don't know, Victoria's Secret, and she's like, "You want to go to Victoria's Secret?"
Yes.
Why?
For you.
Oh. Okay. I wanted to go there anyway, but you can pick a store. She says this while you guys are kind of like walking in, and
I don't know. I'm fine. I have everything I need, and I don't want to take too much stuff on my trip or when I move out.
I mean, you're not going to be that far.
Plus, I'll be in this area. I'll be in the area, so I can also come whenever I need.
I guess that's a pretty fair point, actually. Anyway, I got my card from working, so should be pretty good. And working for
out of character, was that a cringe? Was that a cringe? Ugh.
Yeah. That made me. You do have AirPods. Would you like to listen to some music while you shop with her?
Yeah.
All right. You turn on some good old One Piece music. Turn on the Village Harbor theme. And you guys go shopping. For hours, you go shopping. Hours.
By the end
You
of
go-
it, I just look drained.
You go up and down Michigan Avenue looking at every fancy store. You know every store she likes, and you basically go in every store. And there's still a ton of stuff to do. Maybe you guys could swing by the pier. Or maybe you want to save that for later. Maybe get some food, because by the time you go shopping, you check your watch.
4 hours. Yeah,
It's like
it's like 1
or
two.
12. Yeah, it's like 1. And you're like, oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Might
You
want to
feeling
stuff
hungry,
her
Lucy?
some. She's like, yeah, I could eat. And she's like holding like 2 big shopping bags. She's like, where do you want to stop? Just some joint? You want pizza? You want anything in particular? Fish, perhaps?
You know what? I could really go for some Panda Express.
Lucy goes, okay. And you guys go to the nearest Panda Express. I'm gonna be real with you, I haven't done my Chicago research enough to know if there's a Panda Express there. But let's just say there's a Panda Express somewhere near Michigan Avenue. You guys go off Michigan Avenue a bit, kind of near the Navy Pier, and you stop at Panda Express. You sit down, and you sit down, and yeah. Lucy orders Panda Express food. What do you order?
General Tso's chicken with noodles.
Lucy also gets the waiter goes, that's an excellent choice, mister. And he eventually comes back with your meals. And you guys eat. Anything you want to talk about while you eat?
Edward's eating with his left hand with chopsticks.
Edward left-handed?
Yes.
Obviously, Lucy doesn't go, you're left-handed! But...
just for character. So,
She looks
How's
up, brushing like the brunette hair kind of out of her eyes. I forgot to describe all of your family just because I think we both know them and what they look like, so I just totally forgot. But yeah, she brushes her brunette hair out of her way, revealing her blue eyes. She's like, yeah.
How's the YouTube thing going?
Oh, to be honest with you, not that good. Not the greatest. I still got like 1,000 subs, but you know, it's not totally coming together yet. But it will. I think it will. I have faith. I have some hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have something to fall back on.
Yeah, that's what Dad keeps telling me. I'm kind of getting sick of it. This is what I want to do. I don't know what else to tell them.
But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to prepare. Just for the worst.
I guess so.
You don't have to be a doctor.
Really? It seems like that's really what he wants for me. I'm not super smart like you. Or like Dad.
Don't say that.
I'm just me.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with me being me, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't think Dad sees it that way.
Dad's a very to the book person, so.
And it seems like she almost can't really process what you're saying, but she kind of flips the subject to me. She's like, Edward, what's up with you?
Nothing much. I mean,
Are you sure?
just woke up. Yeah.
Well, you weren't up before me, which is certainly newer. You've been kind of
I stood up later to study for entrance exams and stuff like that.
There are entrance exams to your school.
For for my rifle class, for my firearms class.
She notices that you slip up and say rifle, and she's kind of suspecting something, but she looks a little, her face looks a little suspicious, and she's like, okay, I just wanted to ask, and she starts like scrolling through her phone. I'm really trying to make this conversation feel awkward. You guys get along well, but you don't.
Yeah, it's still.
You still.
Awkward.
It's just very awkward. Everything's.
Yeah.
Especially recently with you, kind of going a little off. Like you've been a little late to things, which you've never really been. But you've made slight minor things that she's really taken a notice of. But it's still pretty awkward, even after everything.
You done?
Yeah, but check this out. I think you might like it. And she reads out, she's like, so I noticed that you liked the superhero stuff earlier on the news. Gave you a little chuckle. I've been looking up superheroes. I really like the idea of redesigning some costumes. You know, I know it sounds kind of stupid, but like, I think it'd be pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here,
Yeah.
let me. And she flips around a picture of Blair, who is the superhero of Chicago. He looks a decent bit like Firestorm from DC. Kind of like this fiery sort of hair that's sort of like band, but he has goggles that cover his eyes, and he wears like a red, sort of like a deep red trench coat, and has like a little bit more of a brighter red and orange spandex underneath. He just looks a little bit more edgy. And of course his logo is a fire. It's just a little like kind of little fire thing. It's like a little modern fire sign. She's like, I mean, look how awful this Flair's superhero suit is. Like, if he came down to me, I could give him a real makeover.
Yeah. The spandex is not really the best.
Or this guy. And she kind of cuts you off and she slides to a picture on her phone of a superhero in Denver. She's like, this guy is superhero in Denver. His name is Nexus. He's gone missing, but check this out. And you see this kind of like, it's this full black suit with like some gray lining in, and he's got these like bright sort of neon eyes. She's like, I can fix this up, throw a little blue into there, really offset, kind of get rid of the neon green. I think some blue. Yeah. Big fan of superheroes recently? And she keeps swiping.
A little bit. I just pay attention to the news every now and then about it.
I guess it's good to be careful if you're moving in the city. Especially with Blair flying around, you gotta make sure you don't get hurt, You might be pretty strong, but some of these people around here are pretty strong themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to maybe go down to the pier or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. You guys, you leave a tip. How much percentage do you want to tip?
No percentage. $5.
$5? You leave $5 in tip for the both of you?
Yep.
You leave your $5 and you walk out, and from the glass window of Panda Express, you see the lady pick up the check and kind of like her arms.
Oh
go down
no!
a
Wait, no,
little
no!
bit.
It's Panda Express. You don't give a check. You just order your food and grab. It's like a.
I don't
It's
know
like
anything
a.
about Panda Express.
It's like a fast food.
Oh, it's like a
You order
fast
at the
food.
yeah. You order at the counter. You grab your food.
Mm. It's like Five Guys.
Oh, sorry. I don't give. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, you reminded me. I don't give a tip.
You don't give a tip. You
I
look
don't
back
give
at
a
the Panda
tip.
Express workers clearly suffering in the minimum wage jobs. And you keep walking.
Yeah.
You and Lucy both haven't ever really had like a proper job. Your parents, you've been very fortunate enough to have your parents fund most of your endeavors. But you guys walk to the pier. And as you're walking, you see a large herd of people begin to slowly make their way towards you. Little group of people running. The city kind of traffic has stopped a little bit, and you hear the sound of police sirens.
Uh, I just try to take a quick look.
Take a quick look, and an officer runs up, and he runs through the crowd. The crowd passes you, and an officer runs up. He's like, "Hey kids, we got a bank robbery in progress up ahead near at the Chase Bank. You best that you guys either find a different route, go back home, or do something else. If you're trying to get to Navy Pier, or really you should just stay away from this area. Maybe take some shelter
When he bring
nearby."
was that the bank that?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, when he says bank, I just freeze up for a second.
Mm-hmm. He's like, kid, you listening?
Yeah, and yeah. Lucy, you just want to head home? We have to be home by like 4. That's what Dad said.
Yeah,
So.
I guess, but we could try making our way around to the Navy Pier. I'm sure if we just avoid the area, maybe we could go somewhere else in the city.
Sure. Let's head somewhere that's closer to home, though.
All right. You begin to head away. Do you want to interact with the robbery?
Yeah. I give the keys to her and tell her just
where
to
you
get the car
going?
running. I forgot there was something I wanted to grab from the store real quick. I'll be
You want
back.
to grab something from a store without me? Is it like
Yeah.
oh, it's a gift or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about I just meet you a few streets down. I'll go to a coffee place and I'll wait there for you. Just
Yeah.
be back. It's you look at she looks at her thing and you don't even, I imagine you start heading out, or are you gonna listen to her?
Yeah. I try to hear from a distance.
You turn around and you can't hear what time she says, and it's not really crossing your mind, but she says meet me, and you just kind of you miss it, but you know she's at a coffee spot down a street.
Okay.
And you head out, and I imagine you want to suit up.
Yep, suit up.
Are you gonna start running? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna just screen share my regular screen.
Yeah, just suit up.
That's crazy.
Dark alleyway, suit up.
You're aiming for a dark alleyway. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Classic.
No, I'm gonna do a classic Deadpool in the tourist box.
I don't know. Hold up. My brain's scattered. I'm like really pissed off now. Here we go. I'll just put it. All right. So you start running to a dark alleyway. Are you on my stream?
Yeah.
All right. You start running to a dark alleyway, right? You start sprinting. You run by. You knock into this little blonde guy on the way, and it's like taller blonde guy. He looks back. He's like, asshole. And he's got like nice green eyes. It is, of course, you know who.
Yeah.
You go in an alleyway. You zip up. You grab your hoodie out of your bag, and you zip up. And
I like to imagine my AirPods just like just switched to this while I was running.
Yeah. You turn your AirPods on transparency mode, put on your hood, and would you like to form a mask?
Yeah.
When you form your mask, you actually get a little bonus. You feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more protected, and you run out and you head towards the bank, the crime scene, and you get there, and you can see from afar. Oh, quickly, I should probably establish something. I just realized you have absolutely no health or armor class. So, we're just going to say for this session that you have 30 health, right? So write this down.
Okay.
You have 30 health and an armor class of 12, but because you have a boost up, you have an armor class of 13. And you have a +3 on strength on speed rolls and a +2 on strength rolls. Okay?
+3 on strength.
Or +2 on strength, +3 on
Plus
speed.
3.
30 health and an armor class of 12. This will probably change in the future. But
Okay.
all right. And you hit the scene and you see a ton of officers shooting at a bank. And the banks it's a nicer, not as nice as the one that you were in way back ago, but it's decent. And it's a little dusty. Dust is coming off, and it looks kind of dark in there. But thanks to your mask, you see right through it, and you can see a few people moving around. You can't see them well, but you can see them. Looks like 4 or 5 people.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to do? Might be best to sneak in. Officers got the place kind of covered.
Yeah.
All right. Try it. So you want to try to like maybe sneak in?
Sneak. Yeah, sneak.
All right. Roll for me. You start to sneak by to try to find a different way into the bank. You can see some cracked glass, and as you sort of sneak by, officer goes, "Hey, you get out of there!" And do you want to dart? What do you want to do? There's a perfect hole that you could get in right through there, but it's gonna take a dart.
Yeah, I'm gonna dart.
Okay, roll to see if you can make it through.
12 for +3 speed.
Yeah. All right. Oh, the officer rolled low. So you sprint and you kind of like lunge. You like pole vault, lunge, and you get through the glass, and a bullet stray flies by you, and you land in. The dust it's really dusty in there, and they hear like a clip on the glass, a little bit of glass, and they're like, "Hey, anybody in here?" Giving you one chance to come up.
What's the room look like, man?
You really can't tell, but it's like a square room with like a diamond front, almost like a diamond front, and then like a circular back behind the teller area. But it's pretty beat up and it's pretty dusty in there, so it's pretty hard to see. But you can make out figures of a few people.
This is unbelievable. This is the lobby.
I'm gonna move towards one guy that's pretty far. That's like farther from the group.
Farther from the group. Do you want to grab any shadows?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna turn on some music for you. So you sort of sneak around, and you are able to manage to grab 2 shadows. Carefully, your maximum capacity. So keep in mind that, as I know a lot of your moves have sort of shadow things. And the person you can see now kind of clearly as you get close to this guy, he's armed. He has a gun. They all do. Some has pistols, some have what looks like little SMGs basically.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You're behind this one guy.
I'm gonna form the staff
You're gonna form a
and
staff.
knock him upside the head with it.
All right. Roll to knock him. You will have an advantage because you are kind of stealth.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Mm-hmm. There's no speed effect.
Said roll with advantage.
Ooh. All right. So you form a staff, and you go in for a what kind of? You just want to do a strike on the head.
Yeah.
So you go in for a strike, and you go in for the strike, and the guy turns around and goes, "Hey, we got someone here!" And he fires at you. And luckily for you, you still got a little bit of the coating of the dust, and you're able to dodge. You're able to get out of the way. You want to do a bonus action? Kind of like grab some shadows?
I get a bonus shadow orb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of reach out and you kind of grab the shadow that he's casting, and it vanishes from his person, and it orbs around you and kind of covers your hand, and it kind of covers you almost like a goo. A little bit, doesn't fully cover it, but it like hovers around your hand. And yeah.
On my little bracelet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to attack him?
So I only got one. I only have one shadow.
Yeah, but you still have your staff, which has 2 more strikes
yeah.
left on it.
Okay. Now that they're aiming in that area, I'm gonna go to the guy on the other side of the room.
So you run
and
yeah,
hit him with the staff in the head.
Do you want to do a long smack, a lunge strike? What do you want to do with your staff?
This one being more of like a lunge.
Okay, roll for it, my boy. You will have advantage again. So, okay. Still covered by dust. Oh god. Hey, finally. You run through the shadow. You feel all of them turn towards guy, and you hear firing where you were. You're like, he's not there anymore. And then you lunge and roll for damage. It's a 2d3.
2d3, yeah. 2d3. Ooh,
nice! You lunge and kind of vault yourself, and then you smack him in the head, and you smack him in the legs, and he drops his gun, and your staff breaks on the final strike.
Damn it.
And you do have your bonus action. Do you want to, I assume, grab a shadow?
I have one. Yeah, I'll grab a shadow.
So you reach and you grab the shadow off the guy who falls to the ground. He doesn't knock out, but he does fall, and you grab a shadow and it wraps around your other hand, and yeah. Now everybody turns around and they got eyes on you. The dust is beginning to settle. And with that, with the dust settling, officers start firing in, and 2 of the 5 men kind of like, hey, you take care of the officers. Got it. And 2 of the 5 of them start firing back at the officers, while the other 3 aim right towards you. And they are all going to fire. Yeah. All right.
17.
All right. One of them shoots at you and kind of clips the side of your foot, but your shadow kind of moves to sort of block it a little bit, but it does hurt, stings. It doesn't. It just like cuts your flesh a little bit. It doesn't like pierce through it.
Okay.
And yeah, I assume you want to take these guys down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna So what type of rifle are they using? Like or like is it like automatic like like a larger rifle?
One of them has an automatic. One of them has
What's the one that's on the floor right next to me?
the one on the floor next to you. He's got a pistol. So
And then I think I'm just gonna pick up the pistol, but I'm just gonna and then I'm gonna run up to the next guy and just pistol whip him.
all right, roll. All right. So you go and you kind of run to pistol whip him, and the guy on the floor grabs you by the foot, and you hit the ground, but you aren't able to get some kind of whip on him. So he takes damage, and you take 1 damage on top of the 2 that you took before. So you're now down to 27 HP.
Okay.
The people, they turn. Now the guy behind you, I'm gonna give you a kind of reactionary move here because it was pretty quick. Do you want to attack him? Give him a punch or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just straight up punch him.
All right. Roll a d3.
Wait, the guy that grabbed my leg?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna kick him.
All right.
Roll a D what?
A d3. Your speed sign off. Oh, nice. You kick him right in the face, and he goes out. He knocks out. And one of them yells, "Damn, took George down!" You're spiky though. He sure tripped you up. And the guy that you pistol whip kicks you right in the face.
Can I bonus action? Use my bonus action? Because I haven't used my bonus action yet.
Sure, yeah. Bonus action. You don't have any blocking kind of moves, but you can try to attack back because he's going to get a successful hit.
Can I shadow swipe him?
Sure. Roll.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm just gonna throw a kunai because I'm on the floor.
You have to. Yeah, you'll form a kunai, but it will break on impact.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you form a kunai and you throw it and you rip a bit of his clothing and he goes, you thought you could take an emancipator down with that? And he goes down and he hits you with his elbow. He kind of has some padding on it, so it hurts. It hits you right in the mask. Your mask doesn't break, but you do take 2 damage.
Okay.
So you are now down to 25 HP, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. I assume you wanna attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the pistol that's in my other hand and hit him again.
All right. You sure you don't want to form anything into a weapon or anything? You just want to go for the.
I only have 1 shadow right now, so I can't really form.
All right. So you go for a punch on him. Roll.
Pistol whip.
Pistol whip.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do not
Yeah.
pass. You go for the whip, and the guy kind of like blocks it, and he goes, "It's gonna take a lot more than that to knock down Martyr," and he fucking punches you again down to the ground, and you take 1 damage this time. It's not nearly as vicious of a punch, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
The other guy takes a shot at you, but you're able to roll out of the way. I'm doing the rolls on my own screen now. Just save us some time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh wait. After my pistol, I want a bonus action absorb shadow.
All right. So you grab a shadow, and you form a shadow staff. I assume you wanna lunge strike this or long smack him.
Lunge strike.
So, roll for me. are you going for the guy that's still right in front of you that keeps knocking you down, or the dude that's now behind you? There's the knocked out guy behind you and the other guy.
The other guy.
And the martyr is the guy from the writing that I posted the other day.
Okay.
So you don't know anything about him, but
God damn it.
you lunge forward at him and he blocks. This guy's a bit of a tanky guy. He blocks and he kind of knocks you, and he's like, "Oh, you got some fight in you, do you?" And they're all wearing kind of ski masks. You can't really make out very many features, but he's a white dude. He's this like kind of jacked white guy.
Mm.
And dude behind you, he's like, "Oh, you want me to lay him up, boss?" And he's like, and the guy, Martyr looks like, "Yeah, what do you want us to do, boss?" And they both turn to the right as this jacked, let me turn it, this like jacked black dude who isn't even wearing a mask. He's got like a kind of a condensed afro, kind of like Miles Morales in the in the Spider-Verse movie. And he goes, "You already know what I want him to do. You kill that motherfucker, and we gotta get out of here." And he's like hauling cash with them, and he tosses some cash over to the other two people that were firing at the cops. He's like, "You two, get out of here." And you with the you, I don't say with the gun. He goes, "Smarts, grab old Thorns here and get him the hell out of here. You need to run. I'll deal with this guy. Martyr, lead him out on their own. Lead him out." And the four of them kind of take off with some money. They run off, or the five of them, I mean. But Endo, the big man, is with you. They go, "All right, see Endo. Good luck, Endo. You got this, Endo." You're on the ground, so you can stand up off the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself up. Oh, it looks like everyone just left the party.
You really making jokes at a time like this? Alright. Now you don't want to talk. I'm gonna give you a reason not to talk. And he grabs you and he jumps insanely high. You feel him squeeze onto you and he busts through the floor of the bank, taking you up and outside basically to this like little ridge where the sign is. And you don't take any damage. He breaks it through. He's like, "You know why they call me Endo?" And he kind of holds you up. Take one guess. Endoskeleton made of steel, baby. And he throws you up and he pounds you down. Takes 6 damage.
God damn. Okay.
And kind of, you bust right into the side of the wall, and this building is a skyscraper. It goes up. You're just at this little like kind of lip area. And he's like, "Now I'm gonna give you one chance. You have one time to run, or you can come fight this out right here with me. And I'm just letting you know, you ain't about to win this."
All right. Shit. Okay.
All right. You just say, "All right."
What's the best? What's some like? Where are some exits I can make?
You're on this lip. You could jump down and run, or there is a sign, and you can tell it's an electric powered sign. Possibly throwing him in there could cause something. Trying to knock him into that. But he's pretty strong, and he doesn't even look like he's taken a dent.
I haven't hit shit, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something funky.
Alright.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action before my action and throw my kunai form of kunai and throw it at him.
Mm-hmm. So you throw a kunai. Roll to see if it hits.
I'm mainly aiming for like his eyes.
Oh, all right. Ooh. You throw your kunai and he grabs it and he crushes it and it turns to like shadowy smoke.
As he does that, like that's the smoke.
Oh, nice!
And I go for a lunge attack with my staff.
You have like a coating on him, so he yeah, you have an advantage.
Nice.
But not remember. Oh yeah! Okay, roll a 4d20. I mean a 4d6.
15.
Nice. So he catches the smoke. He's like that all you got, and he crushes it. And you come in and you smack him in the head with your stick. It kind of jolts him back a little bit because he's covered in the smoke. You hit him in the stomach, and then you smack him in the groin. And he goes flying back into the sign. And with your last extra hit right before it fades, you go in with the staff, and the staff poofs out of existence. But you end up on this like tumble. You hit him, causing the last 1 damage that you do. And you kind of knock backward, and you hit him right into the sign. And he hits the sign, and like electricity shoots up him, and he's like, and he drops to the ground in front of you. And
God damn it!
It looks like he's down.
Not too tough. Your exoskeleton's not too tough now, is it? I'm gonna back up a little bit, but just keep an eye on him.
You take a few steps back, and he starts standing up, and he sways a second, and he like you see like it's almost like little electricity kind of things are coming off him, and he's like, and there's this cut across his face, and his hands are dirty from all the rubble and the smashing through, and he wipes his like the blood off his cheek, and he goes, "You really shouldn't have done that." And he lunges towards you and punches you, and you go straight through the wall. Take 8 damage. You smash through the wall, and you're in this kind of like office space, right? There's little cubicles and stuff. Probably, there's lots of hiding places that you could try to slip into, and there's a lot of dust, so he can't see you yet.
Yeah.
You want to take this time to grab a charge and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over and grab a charge. Use my action and bonus action to grab a charge.
People start running, and you're able to slip into a cubicle and grab someone's shadow as they're going out, bring you back up to 2 shadows, I believe.
Yeah.
And he steps through, and he's like, "Little hoodie guy, you really shouldn't have done that." And you still kind of see a little bit of shock, like little electricity things come off of him. It's clear that his Endo skeleton is a little bit affected by it.
I'm gonna make one of the shadows on the other side move.
Roll to try that. Your shadow manipulation, you've been practicing it, but it is kinda
18.
Nice. You're able to make what looks like it. If you look at it closely, it looks like nothing more than a blob that moves fast. But to him, it looks like your shadow. And he runs over and he jumps and smashes down, cracking the floor and punching him massively.
As the rebels falling down around him, I'm gonna form another staff and hit him from behind.
All right. What move do you want to do? Just a classic hit?
Lunge. I'm going for lunge again.
I might have to decrease the lunge damage. In the future. I'm just taking notes on if you find
Yeah,
another
yeah.
move. Ooh.
Do I get advantage because
Yeah.
from behind?
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. All right, roll a 2d20.
2d3, you mean?
Yeah, 2d3. My bad.
5.
All right. You go in from behind and you hit him
Back
with
of the knee,
the
back of the knee, for the back of the knee.
back of the knee. Hit him from the back of the knee. He goes down a little bit. And what do you want to do with your second hit? Right in the head.
More for the neck.
You hit him in the neck, and when you do that, he brings his like neck all the way to the side and his arm up, and he smashes the two together and snaps the staff into smoke. And he goes, "What part of you can't handle this do not understand?"
A bonus action absorb orb.
You kind of like cheekily grab his shadow, and you're looking at him. He can see your eyes, right? The mask only covers your lower thing. In your how does your shadow mask
The
look?
shadow mask is basically like it's just like a whole veil across the face. Like it's just like mist, like so like a bit like of a mist, like coming off of the like where my face would be.
And it's like kind of like you have the white eyes, right?
Yeah.
Your white eyes kind of dilate to these kind of like nervous, sort of scared eyes for a second. And he grabs you and he goes, "You're going to regret that." And he jumps and smashes out. And he jumps way higher than you've ever seen. Than he's jumped so far this entire fight. And he jumps out the side of the building. And you're over the street of Chicago, the once busy street is now like sectored off with police. You've noticed that a lot of the police cars have left, probably in pursuit of the other people, but you are dangling midair, and he is staring right at you, and he's getting ready to punch. I'm gonna let you try to get a reaction move in here. So roll a d20, and I'll add your street into it. Oh!
17.
Plus 3! That's a D2. That's a 20. He goes in, and you're able to, without making a thing, you're able to use your shadow on your arm to make almost like a makeshift shadow swipe and swipe his fist away from you. But he does kind of like, you both tumble in the air and head towards the ground, and he grabs you and he twists from the strike though, and you smash into like a residential building. Not residential building, another store building that's on the second floor, and you like bust through there. And then out the other side and land in like an alleyway, basically. You aren't near Lucy, if you're wondering. You're
Yeah, okay.
not super close, but you look down the alleyways. Left leads to more street, right leads more towards the pier and the water. Or I guess forward leads towards the pier and the water. Behind you leads more towards Chicago.
I'm gonna start heading towards the pier, but like as I'm running that way, I'm gonna form a kunai and throw it at him.
All right. So roll to throw your kunai.
11 plus
11.
whatever.
Yeah, you're kind of, it's more of a speed move, so you're able to hit him with the kunai, but he's pretty tanky, and he grabs you by the leg, and he's like, "We ain't fucking with water today," and he twists you around and launches you backward. And overall in this like kind of tumble, you take 4 damage, but you fly back towards the street, and you hit right in the street, and a car kind of curves out of the way for you, and like kind of general chaos as like these cars kind of like swerve by you, trying not to hit you, and a lot of the traffic kind of stops.
I'm holding my side.
Mm-hmm. You hear the sound of sirens though as the police start to make their way towards you. They're like, "Chicago PD, stand down!" and you can hear it from afar, but you know they're not anywhere near capable of helping you out here. How much health do you have?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you're holding on to your side.
I'm gonna absorb shadow and then just form 2 kunais in my hand as I run away. I'm just gonna try to make an escape.
Okay. So you go to form a kunai while you're still on the ground, and he steps out of the alleyway, kind of like the mist coming off of him, and he's like, "Oh, you have no idea what it costs to fuck up an operation like this." I don't know why I went southern for a second. And he steps out of the alleyway.
Probably costs all that money in that bank, so not too hard.
Oh, my friends, they made an escape, but you ain't going nowhere. And roll to try to see if you can escape.
As he like was just saying that, I'm gonna throw the kunai at his eyes again. To make that escape.
So roll 2d12.
2d12?
No, you got it. You rolled 2 11s.
Okay.
The first kunai comes at him and smacks it out of the way, and he lunges forward and grabs you right before you're able to find a way to escape. And he goes, ready to go for another tumble?
I want to form the second kunai and just stab it in his face.
Oh, all right. You're going for stab?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on this since you're so close. Ooh. I'll give you another advantage. 3 advantages. All right, that gets you in. And you stab the kunai, and it goes right through his cheek, and he's like, "Ugh!"
I want to let it blow to use the smoke to get out.
You want to let it blow? Like you want to destroy it?
Destroy it so
it vaporizes, but unfortunately for you, he's got you in his hand, and as soon as you do that, he crushes into you, and you take 3 damage. So you should be down to 3, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, ready for your last tumble? And as he looks down at you with blood trickling down his cheek, your mask snaps. The shadow mask snaps. And he's looking right at your eyes, because you still have the second mask.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, you're human after all. You are really not gonna like this." And he blasts upward. And as you rise up, your hood kind of comes up. And as you come down, your hood kind of peels backward as you kind of almost levitate in the sky for a second. And he's like, "Ready to die?"
No.
And right as you say that, a burst of fire smashes through him. And you go tumbling down out of the sky as he goes flying out. And you want to do anything as you're tumbling? Or are you kind of like accepting that death is coming?
I try to land as well as I can.
And as you kind of go down, a sort of orange bolt grabs you and lands you down to the ground safely. And it is Flare, the superhero of Chicago.
Is my hood down or up now?
Your hood is down.
I pull it back up.
You pull it back up. He's like
as soon as like I feel like he catches me, I pull my hood back up.
He's like, "That was pretty brave of you." He's like, "That's pretty brave of you, man." He's like, "I'm Flare." He holds out his hand. Not a shaker after almost dying.
I think I'm gonna like, because I'm really hurt, just do like a close to fainting fall, but just get back up and start walking away.
You're gonna start walking away from Flare?
Yeah.
All right, not a talker. Okay. Well, if you ever need any help again, Mr. Mysterious Shadow Superhero, call me anytime. And he goes, let's do this. And as you like are walking away, you look behind and you see as he like charges into fire and blasts through the air, kind of like a sonic boom, and smashes in to to Endo. And he like goes down and boom, hits the ground. Like fire comes out. Do you wanna keep watching the fight, or do you wanna?
I gotta get going. Like, yeah, this is like the actual heroes here. So
yeah, you start running, and you.
Oh shit! The police also absorb shadows and
the police aren't this way, but yeah, you kind of take a. You want to take a dodgy sort of alley.
Yeah. Change out of clothes and wrap whatever wounds.
All right.
Like with like whatever medical stuff I could have like salvaged from the house.
All right. You run and you eventually are able to get in the alleyway, and you hold yourself a little bit. You are in serious pain. He didn't hit your face a ton though, so you look pretty presentable, but you got some pretty big bruises on your body, your torso. Do you want to wear the hoodie just to cover it up a little bit? Your hoodie is really dusty though. You're kind of in a bad spot.
I was just gonna wear my because I assume I wore like another hoodie. I know. I'm gonna stop on the way. I'm just gonna stop by a store and buy another hoodie.
So you buy
a long sleeve shirt.
You buy a long sleeve shirt
and a necklace.
Interesting. So you buy this kind of like cover up clothes, and we kind of switch to peaceful music, and you're able to blend pretty good. You look at your face. You got a little bit of a bruise on your chin, but nothing that a little good hand placement couldn't cover up. And you head to the coffee shop. It's a decent few blocks away.
Yeah.
And you get there eventually, and Lucy's like, "Where have you been? That took forever." And you have new clothes on?
Yeah. I saw this shirt. It looked really cool.
Do you cover your chin up while you're doing this?
Yeah. Just with my right hand.
Yeah. She points it out immediately. She's like, "What's going on with your hand there over your chin?"
Just moves it out of the way.
There's like, you got a little bruise and like a little slight cut on it. She's like, "Oh my god, what happened? Did you trip?"
Yeah, there was this big fight, like Flare, that the hero, he's fighting another villain there, and
oh my gosh, how did you not even hear from here?
I just with that happening, I ran into a door, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, we should probably get going then. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hurt. So you guys head out. And
you mind driving home?
Sure. And
yeah, I kind of hurt my ribs also, so.
Oh. From a fall down or knock into the door?
Yeah.
That hit your
my chin hit the edge of the door, my ribs hit the handle.
Okay. And you guys get in the car and you start driving. And dear God, does it hurt. It really hurts.
I just have the most fake smile.
She turns on the same music as she did before. Spirit in the Sky. And you guys drive home. And she's like, by the way, I totally forgot what time we were supposed to be back. Do you remember?
I check my phone.
It's like 5. on top of the super hearing or quote unquote gift hunting and the eating, you forgot to check your phone. It was about 2:30 when you guys got done eating. After spending till 1 shopping. You lost track of time. And you see texts from your parents on your phone asking where you guys are. And
I just replied, lost track of time.
Your dad texts back like this, like sort of angry looking emoji, like a displeased one. And you guys drive back. Do you want to check the news or anything, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick though.
All right, I'll wait.
Okay.
All right. So you kind of zone out and you look at your phone, and you do see on the news that you're scrolling, and you see Blair stops Enzo. Blair stops Enzo Norton, criminal known as the Endo, and helps put away the West Garfield emancipators. You escaped, but thankfully, due to flare, minimal damage was caused. And as you scroll through these articles and look around, one article does report though that there were reports of like people saying they saw a different superhero try to attack him, or at least some sort of person that got in his way. Some people recount seeing somebody use sort of this black mist on him. Others recount seeing nothing of the sorts and only flare taking him in. But you...
Just like a little shit under my breath.
And he pushed the phone up, and, like, put it back, and you sort of quietly take the ride home as you smile, the pain bruised underneath.
I'd probably go to turn and take like a little nap.
All right, close your eyes.
Because I think I look clearly exhausted, especially like I mean even like with all the shopping.
Lucy
So like
looks,
but after the fight.
Lucy looks kind of concerned, but she doesn't mention it. She thinks on it, but she doesn't mention it. And she drives home. And you wake up, and you're home. She's like, Edward, come on. We're home.
Yeah. Yeah, Edward's gonna put his hair up, and start walking back inside. Like just how he normally has it up in the house.
Like a man bun kind of thing? Because he has long hair, right?
Yeah. No, here I have the image. Like a. Oh, is it not working? Is it not working? Copy. Paste. It's not. Pasting is not working. It's in-room style. On the sheet. On appearance.
Parents' hair outside in-room style? So you
Yeah.
slightly swoop it back?
Yeah. So just
Alright.
just like swoop it up, like so the hair's out of my face in general.
When you swoop it, you do feel it kind of like hurts. There is a little cut on the top of your head that your hair was covering up before.
Gotta put my hair back down. After feeling that cut.
You put your hair back down, and do you feel now that your adrenaline's really gone down low, you can kind of feel the pain of the tiny cuts as well. And you're home now. You're home. I don't have my peaceful music. I gotta pull it up. The whole music by situation is fucked with me today. I'm like really annoyed. But you're home. You want to walk in, kind of, what do you want to do when you get in?
I just walk in and just try to rush to my room.
So you walk in. TV's not on anymore. You rush to your room, and you kind of dart by Lucy, who's taking her shoes off, saying, "We're home." And you dart up the stairs, and you dart into your room. And do you want to like quickly close the door?
Yeah.
You close the door, and you turn around, and your parents are standing in your room. They're like,
I turn to the closed door, going to
Edward?
open it.
Good to see you're back.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn and look around in your room?
No, I'm just gonna still like just
Face
have
the
the hand
door.
on the handle. Yeah.
You
Like just eyes closed, just holding the.
you notice on the ground that there's a cardboard box, and you guys like,
That's what we needed to do.
we were gonna pack up some of the things in your room, but we think we packed most of the stuff you'd need since you decided to skip out on us and lose track of time. I get having fun, but you gotta stay focused, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, can you want to turn around and face us? Makes conversating a little easier, you know.
Well, he slowly turns around.
You turn around and your posters are off the wall. They know you'd want them with you. They know how much you love One Piece. You see your laptop and your charger in a box. Some other things. You notice some clothes missing. They're like, well, Edward, we understand you're growing into a fine young man, but you gotta keep your head on top of it. You gotta be responsible. We ask you to do something, you gotta be able to follow through with that. You've always been good.
You know, next time I won't get a gift for you, Mom. He takes up the necklace.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. And she looks to John, and John knows exactly what you're doing. And for the first time, you see your dad looks actually like a little upset, and he's like, "That's thoughtful, but you can't use that as a scapegoat. You had more than enough time to find it."
Yeah.
Just look, Edward, you're a good kid. Next time, maybe just be a little bit more time conscious. And he sort of pats you on the back. And he's like, "Did you get anything from me, at the very least?"
He looks through his back. I have a really good story to tell you.
Is that so? In any case, and he sits down on your bed, tell away then. He's like, "Catherine, go talk to Lucy. Make sure we get time issues straightened out with her. She should have been watching her brother at the very least." No,
You see, Dad.
Mhm.
when I was getting the gift,
Yes.
I watched this fight. He pulls up the article about the Flare taking down Endo.
You
I watched
watched a fight? A superhero fight? You put
yeah.
yourself and your sister in harm's
I
way to
was
watch a fight?
Lucy was away, and I ran back to grab the gift and
And
the
there
shirt
just
I liked.
oh, and there just happened to be a fight. You didn't walk
It
back to find a fight, did you?
no.
Okay, good. Look, Edward. We, people like us,
And I
we
know
don't
your view on
deal.
this.
Yes, but we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
deal with people like that. If you see a fight like that, you turn around and you run. Next time. Don't watch, run. Get your sister and get out of there.
Mhm.
Wasn't a very good story. But I guess if I was gonna bullshit, I probably wouldn't make a super good story either. I don't need a gift. Besides, there's probably not much you could buy for me. Or that I really couldn't buy for myself, but it's the thought that counts, right? And he kind of pats you on the back. And he's like, just don't lose sight of what's important, Edward.
Mm.
Alright. Good night. Get some rest. We're gonna have to be at the dorm pretty early, okay? We don't want to miss all the traffic and shit.
All right.
And stuff, I mean. Your dad doesn't usually curse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna set like multiple alarms like before that.
He closes the door, and you kind of hear him mumble like, "Oh, what are we gonna do with him?"
As I just gotta lock the door, lay on the bed, and just pass out.
As you kind of pass out, you're thinking to yourself, "This is the first real time you've really
Had a
disappointed your
conversation.
parents, and the first time you've had a conversation in a little bit too. It went a lot better than you thought it would be, but your dad never really gets super mad at you. Basically, have made him relatively happy, but your story, I guess, didn't really please him. And you pass out. And you drift off to sleep. All right. I'm going to give you the post-credit scene now. That is the Edward solo session. But all right, let's see what I got cooked up here. Mm-hmm. All right. We cut to a skyscraper in Chicago as it rains and it thunderstorms, a little bit of thunder, lightning strikes by, a little boom, and this dark office lit by one lamp, and a man sits there. You can't see his face through the darkness, but you see his white gloves, and he's holding a phone, and he puts it down and crushes it. And there's this shrimpier dude in a tuxedo at the other end of the room who kind of flinches in fear. And the man out in the darkness goes, "Deal's off, but do we still have that science plan back up in schedule?" And the man goes, yes, sir, we have it all planned out." Good. And we kind of cut out of the night to a smaller building off somewhere, some sort of lab-esque building. The rain beats down still, the thunder strikes, and there's a man sitting there with a tube, and this green glowing tube, and he drips this liquid into it, and the tube goes from this green to this lively sort of blue, and he goes, Oh my god. Holy shit. I did it. And that's where we cut out. I made it this far. You made it this far. Glad you made it this far. I'm assuming that you're one of my friends if you made it this far, but I'm glad you made it nonetheless. And if you're not, always good to have a new person listening to my works, and I greatly appreciate you for making it to the end. Like I said, a lot of jank, a lot of post-credit scene. There was a lot of post-credit scene kind of confusion there. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of confusion in the thing if you're not like part of the group. I just want to put this out there on the internet, but I am. It was really fun despite all the flaws with it. But thanks for watching. Bye.